Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new series starting on my channel today, and it is Civilization 5, one of my absolute favourite games to play at the moment. I absolutely adore this game, and I hope that by showing you all of the ins and outs you're going to learn to love it too. Now, the game's pretty much set up. I'm just having a look through some of the great leaders we can pick to start off with. And the idea of it is I pick one, start as that person, that city, and we expand from there and build our empire up right into the future days, future era. Now, I've had a little look through, and there's a really large variety. The Rome one really interested me, the Glory of Rome, because I quite like the idea of having the Roman Empire being built. I've already done one with the English Empire, so I'm not going to do that, but that was a lot of fun. Gandhi quite intrigues me, actually. I'm not too sure how all of this unhappiness thing works, but it is one of the main features in this game, happiness and unhappiness, so I don't know, he could be a good one to go for. I don't know, having a look down through here, I reckon I'm really tempted to go for the Egypt monument builders, because I really like building the monuments and getting really high culture per turn in this game. I don't know, that's just how I've enjoyed playing the game so far, and I've progressed really quickly in a few saves by doing this. So I'm feeling we could build up the Egyptian Empire, and as you can see, their specialty is 20% production increase towards wonder constructions. Now, I very much plan on building wonder constructions. I really like building those, so by having the 20% production increase, that would really help me. So I reckon we're going to pick them and we'll start the game now. Okay then guys, so we're into the game now. At the end of the last clip I just tried to record, the audio did cut off slightly, so I apologise for that, but don't worry, you didn't miss anything. I have started recording again straight as the game has loaded, so let's begin our journey and see where it may take us. Now,
excuse me,
we have here, what do we have? Okay, so we're in the desert by the looks of things. So we've got some wheat around, we've got some dyes around, some wine, none of that, thank you. So it's a pretty decent area to begin with, I guess. We've got a couple of resources we can grab straight away. So what have we got? We've got a settler, a unit of settlers, which just allows us to found our city and get the game going. And we have our Egyptian workers, or not workers, I beg your pardon, warriors. These guys are the very first fighting unit you'll get in the game. Oh, there's deer there as well. That's very good. So I'm going to move these here, and I guess we can move those guys there, see what we've got around. Okay, so unfortunately they could only have one movement then, so we're going to have to just click next turn and go from there. As you can see, currently, turn 0, 14,000 before Christ. 4,000 before Christ. Sorry, not 14. What am I on? Right. So we're starting in ancient times. So next turn, it's a turn-based game where I have a certain amount of moves that I can do in one turn. And once I've completed that, I have to wait and just click next turn and see what anyone else does, because it will simulate for me what the other civilizations are going to be doing. And yeah, it's a turn-based strategy game pretty much. So what I'm going to do right here is found the city. There we go. We have our brand new city, and the first thing that we can do is choose our production. What we're going to get? We're going to get workers. Now at the moment, if I do that, it's going to take 14 turns, which is quite a while. But at the very start of this game, everything takes a very, very long time to do.
excuse me.
So we've got agriculture, so we can start doing a farm. What do I want to start researching next? I think animal husbandry is a decent thing to go for, but thing is, we don't really have any animals around to do that with. So what I could go for instead then is mining, and that's going to take 10 turns to research. Up there you can see it's science. It's going to take 10 turns to research, and once we got that, we'll have advanced a bit more. Right, so now that we put the settlers down and turned it into a town, we have one active unit available, which are these guys here, just the basic old Egyptian warriors. So what we're going to do, whilst you're just waiting for our turn, everything to go around the turns, we're just going to move our warriors around and, well, you know, try and uncover things, see what lies about. So that there is a border. It's not a border to another civilization, but it's a city-state. And they effectively, if I just had this town here, this city, it will grow like that. But they can't go around placing lots of other cities and towns and all of that. They're just one thing. So it's interesting. Okay, so Ragusa is the city-state we have found. And they have furs nearby. That's about it really. Alright, so interesting. So at the moment, you can see if I click on them, we're neutral. We're not at war with them. They aren't, you know, best friends with us. So nothing doing really. Nothing doing. So let's just continue scouting around the area nearby. What we will run into quite frequently at the start are things called barbarians, and they are so annoying. They're really pesky things really early on, until you and all the other city-states / civilizations clear them out. Now, what we've just uncovered here are ancient ruins, and when I walk on top of that tile, I will get a benefit from that. I'll either discover one of the very early sciences, say, I don't know, trapping, for foxes or whatever like that, or I would earn 50 gold, or I would uncover archery, something like that. So we'll see in our next turn what we're gonna get. What's it gonna be? Ruins explored. Find lost survivors. Okay, that's good. Right, so what it's done is increased the size of our city straight away, because a moment ago it was a size of 1, and it was going to take I think I looked over and saw it was going to take about 3 turns or something like that to grow to size 3. And as the size of the city grows, it means that more tiles are being worked on. So there are 2 citizens effectively. That means that, for example, this tile and that tile will be worked on. And the more you have, the more citizens you have, the more tiles are being worked on. Therefore, the higher food, the higher production, the higher gold, the higher science, all of that, etc. So you will grow at a faster pace. The turns it takes to build and produce things will decrease. So that's something to bear in mind. It might take a while now, but as we advance into the game, things will very, very rapidly pick up. I mean, once you get to sort of the modern era, you'll be able to build things every single turn. It's that quick. Alright then, so we're about to run into another city-state here. Oh, interesting. We've uncovered mining. Okay, so that's good. What it allows me to do, yeah, you can see there. We can make mines and chop the forest. So it's just production things right now. So now that we've done that, we can start working on another science. Let's see what we can do. We can do bronze working, masonry, archery. As I said, I don't really want to do animal husbandry just yet. Or pottery. We can get a granary from pottery. Actually, we're going to go for the granary because each source of wheat, bananas and deer is going to increase the food for this. And as you can see, we've got wheat there and we've got deer. So that means that the working out the pottery, discovering the pottery, would be the most beneficial one to us right now. Okay, so we've run into Quebec, and they provided me with a gift of 15 gold. How generous of them. Okay, so again, you know, we're neutral with them. We're not at war. We're not friends. And it just tells you a bit about them. They're a bit irrational. They're not allied with anybody at the moment. They do have spices, which is interesting, because eventually cities will start demanding things. Say they want spices. I could then try and trade with Quebec and get them, and then afterwards the city would be really happy with me. So it's about working out how to please your towns and increase the happiness as much as you can. That's a really good way to go about things. So we're going to continue up this way, just sort of circle around my town for now. That's all I'm really interested in just yet. I want to make sure that there's no pesky little barbarians about because they could come and rain on my parade, and I'm not really down for that. I don't need the hassle of all of that right now. Okay, as you can see here, the workers have been complete. So what this means is we can select them, and what we're going to do, we're going to construct the farm here. Right, so now they're just going to, for a few turns, I'm not sure how many turns it's going to take. Okay, so 5 turns it's going to take. They will then produce that farm, the wheat farm nonetheless, and that will especially once we've got the granary, that will help. But having the wheat farm just will increase our food and whatnot. So that's a good place to start, I think. Right then, what can we do? I don't normally really build a scout. What's good about a scout is they can go around on the tiles much quicker than the warrior unit can. I mean, yes, it says there that they're very vulnerable to attack, but if you want to explore things very quickly, that's probably the way you want to go about it. But I do like having a monument in my town. It's a very good thing to do, and so that is what I shall do. I've been doing that in all my goes recently, in all my saves. So that's the strategy I'm going to continue with here. So you can see we're in the early stages of the game. We're flowing through the years very quickly, but once you start getting into the later eras, things get really, really, you know, intense. There's so much to do. There's so much to uncover, so much to build. So things really start slowing down. Oh, okay. So we've met Russia now. Then this isn't a city-state. This is another civilization like mine, and you can see the options we've got here. We could declare war on them, which probably isn't the best idea right now anyway. We could trade and see what's going on there. So yeah, we're very, very similar right now. Nothing doing there. Yeah, we've got nothing going on really. So we've now met Russia. We know that one of the people we're against is Russia. Can I have a look at diplomacy? Right, so I think there's a total, including me, of 8 civilizations, and we've met one of them. So there's 6 more to find, and there's also, I believe, 16 city-states. So there's lots more of those to find as well. And as the game goes on and we get more advanced, we shall discover them. Right, so by getting those ancient ruins, we have just learned animal husbandry. As I said, you can uncover the really early sciences with it, so it's really good. However, for me right now, it's not a massive help. I don't think. I don't know. Eventually it will be, so it's good that we've got it anyway. And just want to say really quick, there's the barbarian brutes. You can see them there, just hovering about. Oh, we've uncovered, are about to uncover a new city-state, so we'll see what that is in the next turn. Oh, we've met another civilization here. I've not played against this one before, Genghis Khan, so this will be interesting. I'm not really sure what their speciality is and what they do. But again, we're neutral. We're good and happy and all of that. So that is mighty fine. Yep, there they are. The scouts. There they are, Mongolian scouts. So we've met 2 of the civilizations we're against already. And it's just a matter of going through the turns at the moment. I mean, eventually we'll be able to make new cities and build lots of interesting things, and we'll have uncovered the whole map. But for now, we're in this very small little area, and it's nice just to see what we're going to uncover. Oh, now this is interesting. We have found one of the natural wonders of the world. That's very good. There are a certain amount of natural wonders throughout the world that you can uncover, and we've just found one there, the Old Faithful. So those are good to look out for. Once you uncover them, you get an increased happiness. I don't know if it's permanent or what, but yeah, it does increase the happiness. That's good. And it said on the side as I was looking at 5 more to find. So in this giant map, wherever they may be, there are 5 more natural wonders to find. And as it said, if that's inside my borders, I will get the benefit of it. So what I would probably do is when I get some more settlers, I'd maneuver them over this way, settle a town down there, and I'd have the Old Faithful within my borders. So that's something I've already got to consider. Now you can see the technology tree has already grown. And looking at what we can do, I think calendar might be a decent one to go for. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So moving on to our next turn then. Moving on to our next turn. Yep, the town, our main town, has grown, which is pretty awesome. Every so often it will grow in size, and as I said, the more you have, the more tiles are being worked on at one go, which is pretty interesting, which is pretty good. Anyway, I am going to have to end this first episode there, so thank you very much for watching. If you did like this episode, then please leave a like, comment, subscribe, leave any feedback, and just let me know if you enjoy this new series, because I really love it and cannot wait to make more videos. Thank you ever so much for watching, and take care.